I'm sorry?
I wish I was in the Bahamas, not in a very wet and cold UK.
I know, but guess what? I know your heart is with us. We're here with you, absorbing the sun. All right. So it's good to have you with us. Nevertheless, I know you would love to be here. But the wonderful thing about this world right now is the fact that we can all unite, of course, via the internet. But the internet also does provide a space that sometimes is not so safe. So today we're going to be talking about how to stay safe online. So again, thank you so much for joining us. This is definitely a topic that needs a whole lot of discussion. And of course, we need to sensitize the public as best as we can. So the floor is yours. Good afternoon to you once again.
Great to be with you. And, the internet is a fantastic place. Millions of successful interactions and transactions every single day. But as you say, unfortunately, we're going to talk about the more horror stories that are out there. But if people can go to the Get Safe Online website, and there is one in the Bahamas, which is
Mhm.
getsafeonline.bs, and
Right.
you can get all the information that we're talking about now and the campaigns that we're running right now, which is all about respect,
Yes.
acting with respect when you're online, and also about students. And we've just finished one on ransomware. So great to be with you to talk about all the good stuff.
Absolutely. Well, respect simply is a deep admiration for somebody, for their abilities, their qualities, and their achievements. And what I find, especially amongst our young people, they lack respect. So it's up to us, as I guess the older ones are those that are a little more mature, to teach our kids how to show respect online. Just because you're behind a keyboard and for the most part your face is not seen doesn't mean that you must not act accordingly, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. We don't want keyboard warriors out there.
Exactly.
I always say three things. If you wouldn't say it to your mother, if you
Ah,
wouldn't say it to a police officer, or if you wouldn't say it to a bus full of people, don't
mhm.
say it online, because you're hiding behind the anonymity of the internet. And let's be honest, a lot of these people who do that, and they bully people, and they're racist, and they're prejudiced, and they're
Yes,
doing it because they're bullies. They're bullies and they're cowards. So I would say don't hide behind that. Think about it. Would you say it to your mum? And I think that's always a good starting point.
it's a great starting point, but unfortunately, a lot of our children are so out of line. They would say it to their mother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
But
do,
we
unfortunately.
trust not.
But there are good ones out there, and there are good parents, and the
Absolutely.
parents need to take it in hand. And really, we're always going to get disrespectful people, whether they're on the bus or
True.
whether they're online. And we've got to try and get the people who are good people to think about what they're doing, because there's two forms of this that we're talking about. First of all, there's deliberate disrespect, and
Yes.
then there's intention, non-intentional
Intentional.
disrespect, and it's thinking about those particular things that we're trying to do.
All right, so let's get into the campaign a little bit more as it stands, as it relates to here in the Bahamas. Tell us how about the campaign.
Well, we're working with our in-country partner in the Bahamas National Computer Incident Response Team, which are a
Okay.
great bunch of very, very knowledgeable people. And as I said, you can go to them, which is the bahamas.gov.bs, but you can also go to the Get Safe Online website at getsafeonline.bs. You can also go to the social media. So all you need to do is click on Get Safe Online Caribbean on Instagram, Facebook. We're on YouTube, TikTok, and we're on Threads. So go to any of those and you can learn more about what we're trying to do. But we're trying to say to people, think about what you're saying. Think about how it can hurt people. There's an old saying, sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. I don't think that's true
I
anymore.
was just
I
about to say
think
that does not stand to be true.
no, I think bad words, bad threats, and what of course it does if you're disrespectful online in all sorts of different ways, that can start violence because you can wind up people and people can get upset about what you said, or and suddenly we find ourselves in a situation where there's actual victims of what we're talking about with violence. So be aware of that. And You know, you don't, yeah, as an individual, whether you're young or whether you're old, you don't want the police knocking on your door saying you've made these allegations online, you've
Correct.
threatened
Yes.
people, you were racist, you know, you were transphobic, you were looking at body image, disability, all the things that people get called when they're online. So it's really, really important that we think about those.
Now, you know what's funny? I was doing a bit of studying with my young one, and this I did not know until, of course, I started to study with her. Is that even when you punctuate and you punctuate where you capitalize all words is also a form of disrespect.
It's shouting.
Yes, it's
It's
shouting.
what it's shouting at somebody, and you can't do it. You've got to be careful. You've got to try and keep a monitor. And you know, I speak to lots of parents. I've been involved in Get Safe Online. I helped set it up nearly 20 years ago
Oh
now, and
wow.
we're in 26 countries around the world. And
Hmm.
what I've discovered is all the crimes, all the criminals that are out there are all doing the same thing in every single country.
Sure.
So you know, people call it scammers. They're not scammers, they're criminals, and they're committing criminal offences. They're not scamming you, they're defrauding you. They're taking knowledge out of you, they're taking education, intelligence, and we've got to be aware of that. And we've got to, your little one, we've got to protect them. We've got to protect those, and but we've got to bring them up in a way that where they respect people, not just online, but try and respect people out in the wider world. We see more and more of it, certainly in the UK. You know, some children can be really out of control at such a young age, and I think the internet should be there to try and stop that happening. That you can, by attacking somebody, you're actually being violent towards them, and it can turn into actual physical
Physical.
violence.
Yes, yes. How effective has the campaign been thus far?
Well, it's been really effective. We've been in a number of countries in the Caribbean, and just like your radio station, they've been really appreciative of the stuff that we're doing. And I've got to say, people like Don't Do It, the program you're on, Natural Express, it's absolutely fantastic that you're sharing this information, because
Yeah.
what you're doing, you're educating children, but you're also educating their parents, their grandparents, their friends, their relatives, and it's really important to know what they're doing. Disrespect is dreadful. You know, and as I said, if there's certain times you wouldn't say it, don't say it online. It's a cowardly way to do it. I'm from Wales in the UK,
Yes.
and we love a good argument and a good discussion, but we do it respectfully. I'm all for freedom of speech, but in a respected way, so that
Yes.
you can have your side of it, of the debate, and they can have their side of the debate. No point in getting vicious and nasty and name calling. Let's try and keep that back and just have a good natural discussion, a good debate.
Yes, we can agree to disagree.
Absolutely. Why not?
Yes.
I want to come across and stay in your house. You think you haven't got enough room. So we'll agree to disagree. When I come across, I'll find a hotel.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. So for all of those that want to follow and definitely want to share, as we encourage folks to do so, please give the website again.
It's www.getsafeonline.bs. So go there. The campaigns that we've done a number of campaigns in the last 3-4 months. Go there, get that information, take a little bit of time. And what I would ask anyone who's listened to this, share what we're talking about. Go to the internet, go to the Get Safe Online website, pick out one point and share it with somebody else, whether it's a friend, a family member, or mother or children. Just share what we're talking about. It's,
Uh,
you know, it's good to be nice.
Absolutely. I see there's a particular teacher that's on our live right now that I'm sure is going to be sharing this with all of her students. As a matter of fact, she's more than a teacher, she's a principal. So I'm sure she's definitely going to inject this into her curriculum so that kids understand the need to be respectful, not just like you said online, but generally speaking. It takes you manners and respect, as we say here in the Bahamas, takes you a long way.
It does, and congratulations to that principal. I hope you use some of the material that's on the website. We're there to share and help. I've got my daughter is a head teacher, a principal. My son is a principal as well,
Okay.
and they take this very seriously as well, because We've got to protect these little ones. And if they don't get the protection at home, where are they going to get it from? I don't want to push things onto teachers. They've got enough on their
They
plate.
got a
But
lot.
it is,
Yes.
it is one of the educational tools that we've now got, and we need to teach children to use it properly. And I'm sorry, the principal's probably listening. I don't mean to push more work onto you, but someone's got to do it, I'm afraid, as we all know.
She says, indeed, will do, up to the challenge. And again, it's a necessary one. I'm so happy that it has come about. We need it. And for those that just joined us, please give the website one more time.
It's getsafeonline.bs. And if I ever get across to the Bahamas, I hope that principal will invite me to the school, and I'd love to talk to all the children there.
Well, I think that's something we should put out into the atmosphere, not just that particular principal and teacher, but I think straight across the length and breadth of the country. I think it's a definitely important message that needs to get out there. And we're going to do our endeavor best to do so, of course, with your assistance and the website's assistance. So we just want to say thank you in advance.
It's been an absolute pleasure. And remember, there are ambassadors in the Bahamas. I believe there's a number of ambassadors that can
Okay.
go out and give lectures. So if you want to give us a shout after this, we can certainly give you
Set
some of
that
the
up.
information we've got.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for the quick lecture. Of course, very necessary, very needed. And we want to just again thank you so much for taking your time out to bring this information to us.
It's been a pleasure talking to you, and it's always lovely to talk to a professional interviewer like you've been. You're
Oh,
very
thank you
not
so
you're
much. Thank
very
you.
knowledgeable, and you make me look good. So
Oh
thank you
man,
very much.
I'm sending you a package of sunshine right now. I'm just gonna WhatsApp it to you really quickly. Did you get it?
I got it, but
Okay.
it's the seal wasn't good. Half of it's escaped.
I'm so sorry. We can do it again. No problem. I'll send you another
Okay,
package. Thank you so
listen,
much.
all
It's
the
been
best.
my
Look after
pleasure.
yourself and keep
Thank
well, everybody.
thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break right here. This is the Don't Do It segment of the day.
Thank you all.
I'm sending you some sunshine. I'm sending you some love. Oh, let me switch it.
Carnival enthusiasts, get ready for an unforgettable night.
Line up, line up. When they come to Pontiac, I know, yeah. If you see she Marin and Nina, bring up on pop.
Oh, 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 na 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 na. This way I should do her body.
What?
Go ahead. You look like you
No, no, no.
I just now.
No.
What it was?
Go ahead,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. What it was?
I know.
You ain't know?
I know.
Number one thing we need to stop doing on the internet, the biggest don't do it, is posting pictures of either A, dead people, or B, on the scene of accidents.
Before the family even know.
Before the family, that's disrespect. That's internet disrespect. Don't do it. That's number one. That's my number one. What's your number one?
That my number one is so apparently yesterday, my hiatus from social media, there was a video that went around with this girl, performing sex acts.
Oh,
And I personally just don't like that.
so
I just don't
she
like that.
posted herself.
No, she sent it, I must see, one time to somebody on WhatsApp,
Wow.
and they recorded it and they sent it around.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
But my number one don't do it is we don't realize, like, where we as Bahamians don't take so much stuff, we don't take things seriously, right? And we don't realize that the impact that it could have on people, on that individual, because number one, she never intended that to get out.
Or
That's
their
why she
family,
sent
or
it.
their children.
Or their children. Because once you put it out there, the children can now go ahead and see it. And where we don't, like I said, where we don't take things seriously, that leads this person now to a dark place or to a dark path. You understand? It's one thing for their family thing to know, but not this person. If somebody actually harm themselves because
Y'all at
of
fault.
cyberbullying here in the Bahamas,
Y'all at fault.
what we could...
Y'all at fault.
And that's why people do it right there, because hiding behind the screen, they don't have to take accountability.
Absolutely not.
They could
Yeah,
be
what the
as
man say?
big and bad as they want, and
No,
or at least they exactly.
no problems. But yeah, that's a big one. Like, we have this nasty, stinking, dirty habit of posting, scenes of the accident. It's, I don't know where we get off at. Like what do you get from that?
You know what needs to
Brownie
happen?
points? Like, what do you get?
Oh, I was there first. I see it. Bragging rights, probably. I don't know.
Did you lend a helping hand? Did you, what did you do to help?
You remember when Kobe died and TMZ posted it, and his family they sued
got it.
TMZ.
Yeah.
Exactly. Maybe that should happen more often. That would require the.
We don't sue. That's the
No,
problem.
but I mean, not even sue, right? But I mean, like, cyber crimes unit of the RBDF.
Yeah, we need to talk to them.
RBPF.
What do they do to enforce the laws?
We need to bring somebody from there on, from cyber crimes, because I think,
Agent cybercrime, agent
Agent-
cybercrime. Call Empress, please.
please, we need to have a show specifically for that.
Yeah, like,
Because-
are they punishable by law?
That's the thing.
I only see one time y'all act like y'all was trying to enforce the law. I ain't gonna talk it though.
Or when it comes to cyber crimes,
Yeah.
child,
One time.
there's
One time.
not when the
one
princess
time.
come eat that pistol from the conky.
Oh, one time. I can leave it right there. One time. One time.
Well, maybe we need to do it more often.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you're gonna enforce it, do it, because we got to make an example, I guess, at some point for
Or to somebody.
people, especially people who do. It's what now? See, now one thing, if you Ari, if you were like this young lady you talk about, if you decide to record, and the minute you decide to send it to one person,
You have to be prepared.
you got to be prepared, because round day is coming up.
Oh man.
Round day has come, or just bad mind day has come, where, you know what, I know just how to mess this chick up. You sent me this video in love, trying to tantalize I. Well, what should I do with you and you? I'm telling you. So the minute you decide to send out a tape to somebody,
It ain't safe. It ain't
if
safe.
it's your so-called boo or your loved one, that's a dumb move. That's a dumb move. Don't do it. Don't do it. If y'all can't do it in person, don't do it. No video.
No, no.
I'm just
What if
saying.
they live in a different country?
I don't care. Just
Oh man.
live FaceTime. Don't send no camera. Don't send no video.
Facts. But you can record FaceTime,
All
right?
That's the next.
That's the next thing.
Don't do it.
Just don't do it. Oh man, catch a flight. I guess that's it.
Virgin.
Get fly out. That's the thing. Well, to end the don't do it on a more positive note, right? There was this young lady who actually she went to school, right? And she went to school in her own clothes. Her fashion sense debatable, right? And so she posted a picture of her first day of school, and everybody teased her. All the students in the class teased her about it, and she didn't let that get her down. Every day afterwards, she continued to post, and she was getting more and more happy. She was like, okay, well, y'all think this could make me bad? Thank you for sharing. Everybody can see my incredible, like, I like people like them.
Yeah.
Them people with them confidence.
That's
And
me.
yeah,
I don't care, but
so I mean, just be careful of what you do. Be careful, little hands, what you type. Oh, be careful, little hands,
what
what
you
you
say?
type. Exactly.
Hey, the Don't Do It segment of the day brought to you courtesy of Platinum Sisters. Springorama coming to you March the 23rd. Arawaki, absolutely free. Lots of food, lots of games, Junkanoo Rush Out, and of course, lots of surprises, live entertainment, and a whole lot more. Bev's Caribbean Mart, home of the juicy patty. Make sure you check it out straight from Yard, as well as all your favorite Jamaican products. And of course, OMG Bakery. Hello, somebody. You missed them on Carter Street. Well, guess what? They're now their new home. They're their new home on Gladstone Road. So make sure you check them out. Right in the same yard as Monroe's Landscaping, across from BFS, the home of the best guava duff in town. All your bakes, all your treats. Of course, you got that special occasion coming up. Let you hook you up. All right. Plus, they got a wide selection of burgers, salads, and so much more. Call them today. Place your lunch order at 824-2664. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, 11:30 to 4:30 p.m.
All right. This is also your final weeks for you to win a trip with you and a friend to see the Pink Friday 2 World Tour with Nicki Minaj in Orlando, Florida. So don't miss this opportunity. Simply buy 2 750 ml bottles of Angostura White Oak, then visit hot917fm.com contest page or the Music Media 242 app and upload a copy of your receipt to enter. This officially ends the Don't Do It segment of the day and the midday turn up with Ari, but I will be back tomorrow after the morning Madhouse with King, C-Note, and Yasmin. Up next, Randy C is going to take you through the rest of your evening. He got that what is this question in the 3 o'clock hour. So if you're riding with your kids, be sure to turn it up because they absolutely love it, as well as them throwbacks for you and something for everybody. All right. Now, like I said, I am out of here, but be sure to check out Hot 917 FM on social media. Check out Hey It's _ Hey It's Ari on Instagram. Also, we are a podcast.